Hey everybody, welcome back to Dark Souls 3 with me, chainmail, and really awkward fitted helm. I guess I should bow. Kind of fitting. Hello! Welcome, monsieur. I'm wearing no pants. To the undead settlement. So, we appear here on this wall area. The foot of the high wall, as it's called. Sorry, I just hit my mic. But we came from all the way over there, and we flew all the way over here on those gargoyles that are a lot like the ones from Dark Souls 1, but let's just not point that out. If you come over here, you can get a large soul. Very useful too. The souls in this game give you a lot of souls, which just kind of stated the obvious. But surrounding here is the tricky part. So if you'll see over there, like, oh, dogs, sweet. And over here, behind the gate, oh, dogs, sweet. So yeah, they first go for the villagers, so I recommend killing them ASAP. I also recommend killing this guy so that he doesn't close the gate. But what you can do from there is kill off all these guys. You don't want to risk anything. I haven't actually succeeded in doing that before. Stopping that dog from going anywhere. Or him from closing the gate. But, oh, he dropped something too. I think he dropped off like a fire gem or something. Never mind. Scratch what I said entirely. But yeah, so if you can do that, and you can stop the gate from closing, it just makes your life a whole lot easier. Because you don't have to pull a lever and stuff and waste precious time of your life. It's all about efficiency, guys. These dogs, we all know that two dogs at once are never good. So, well, the sooner you can deal with them, the better. Your life will be. But they do give you a little hint here. They're like, oh, spoiler alert, alluring skulls and dogs. What could that mean? And that means alluring skulls help dogs. So in here,
Please, grant me death. Undo my shackles.
you'll hear some dude crying. You'll be like, wait a sec. There are a ton of guys here, but they're all dead, right? So you gotta find the one that's still alive, which is kind of like a maze in and of itself. But it's really obvious, because he's still kind of moving. So you can spot him, and he's like, oh, give me death. So let's have a chat with this guy, see if we can talk him out of suicide.
Oh. Oh, then it's true. A champion of Ash as I live and breathe. To be in your presence is a great honor. I am Yol of Londor, a pilgrim, as you can. Somehow I failed to die as was ordained. Well, perhaps my calling lies elsewhere. Say, champion of Ash, how does the idea of taking me into your service strike you? I was once a sorcerer. Surely I can be of use.
So this is kind of a weird thing. You really should accept his service. This guy is key for a bunch of things in the game. Pretty much, he's the key for a whole separate ending of the game that you can get. A giant quest line that you can go through. He also helps you a lot, and I love what he does, because once you fulfill all the necessary steps to use his services the first playthrough, New Game Plus, New Game Plus Plus, you can use them every other playthrough consecutively without needing to go through the steps required. So you can just instantly get all the benefits without having to go through the required trials and tribulations. So yeah, let's accept his service, because I love this dude's black shadowy look. Kind of looks like the Grim Reaper like got hit with a car or something.
Oh, I am honored, truly. I should be dead, yet you have granted me purpose anew. I, Yol of Londor, do solemnly swear myself to you.
Dude disappears just like Greyrat. So, he's gone back off to Firelink Shrine. Oh, speaking of which, I didn't show you Greyrat last time we were there. That's a shame. So yeah, I'll show you him when we get there too. But let's go ahead and head back to Firelink Shrine. There's a bonfire right up there, but there's also a bonfire right up here. So they kind of put these close together, which I don't like. A lot of other people don't really like how close together some of the bonfires are in this game. But really, I mean, I just love these games in general, and so a small thing, well, a reasonably small thing like bonfire spacing isn't going to make the game so bad for me that I need to complain about it. I think the bonfires had a whole new depth. They can name it, and you can kind of be like, oh, there's a meaning behind that sort of name. Adds to the little duh. So she moves around. Oh, I didn't show you this. So she's kind of like the doll in Bloodborne, where if you gesture to her, she oh, man, I've switched out wave. She kind of gestures back. Normally.
Well,
It's killing me.
very well.
Probably because she's sitting down.
Then touch the darkness within, take nourishment from these sovereignless souls.
She was rebellious.
Let these
Because
souls
apparently
withdrawn from their vessels.
I didn't do what she wanted or something. I don't know. But yeah, so I'm gonna level up the vigor and dexterity of my guy. More damage and more health. You really wanna
Farewell, Ashen One. May the flames guide thee.
Alright, so now that she's standing up, see if I can wave. Get her to. There we are. See, she responded. Okay. I feel so proud of myself now that I got that small achievement, accomplishment. So you'll see there. You've got a new little buddy down there. You got Grey Rat. So let's go say hi to our little thief fellow.
Oh, hello, you're back. And in one piece. Well, now it's time I do my part. Just don't ask me where I got them.
I love that. Just don't ask. Take him and don't ask. I'll be fine with because his stuff's really good. So he's got all this. He's got a thief mask too. I'm not sure why he has that or how he. I mean, it might just because he's a thief. But I feel like there's a better reason to that. I don't know. But
Goodbye.
Really good item
And
if you want to go through his inventory. But here is Yol of Londor. Down this little path. You can drop off up there is what I normally do, and just kind of fall down here. Right next to, I'll show you where that is in a sec. But he is just here in this corner.
oh, our champion of Ash, welcome home. This pilgrim, with a debt in death, hardly deserves to behold this divine flame. And I never would have, had you not taken me into your service. I thank you dearly for this, and assure you of my leal service.
So you've got this option called Draw Out True Strength. This is what I was talking about.
Then shall we
benefits.
begin?
He
Bearer of the dark sign, let your true strength shine.
calls upon your dark side pretty much. So he's basically using your undeadness. And as you'll see here, he gives you a free level up. It's amazing. It's so worth it. There's nothing you can really do, you can really talk about that makes this not worth everything everything you get from it. So give him a couple seconds out of your day, level up whatever you feel you need to level up, and you'll see you kind of you can't do it anymore, right? So there's got to be.
As I have said, I was once a sorcerer, but I believe that I can help tease out your true strength. We pilgrims of Londor are keenly aware that those branded by the dark sign possess something quite special.
Alright, so sorry.
Be safe, champion of Ash.
Being quiet during their dialogue is kind of frustrating sometimes because I accidentally just press stuff. But yeah. So his true strength thing requires you to, well, here we'll see. It gives you an item actually, which is kind of funny. So he calls upon your dark sign, right? And he gives you this dark sigil, and it accumulates the curse. And the darkness of humanity seeps from this bottomless pitch black hole, the gap filled by the accumulation of the curse. Dark Sigil will never heal, but there's a tale told of a firekeeper returned from the abyss and brought great comfort to a bearer of the curse. So, this gives you a special thing called... Oh, I guess it's not there yet. But once you die with your Dark Sigil equipped, you will start achieving hollowing, which pretty much from the first game does exactly as it did then. Makes you look disgusting, pretty much. You start crumbling down, you start looking dead and all that sort of stuff. But it accumulates. So you get multiple levels of hollowing until you can get more and more Dark Sigils and go back and draw out your true strength more. And you can cure them eventually too, but I don't really find there's no other penalty to being hollowed than that. So I don't think like removing your Dark Sigils is a good idea. Personally, anyways, you might think differently, but there's also a way to remove your hollowing, like your appearance, and you can just get some purging stones, I think is what they're called, and just remove your hollowing appearance pretty much. So you're like, okay, my hollowing's cured. I look better now, and I've still got all the built-up level ups that I can cash in during next playthrough. So yeah, he's right down here. You can drop down really quick and dirty and level up once you die enough times. It's kind of a funny thing to say. But so let's go back to the undead settlement, right? Yeah, we can go ahead and back there. Oh, there was something on that little bridge with the multiple Lothric Knights I want to show you guys. So there are actually 4 Lothric Knights there. 2 of them we killed to get to the cathedral place with the little lady. There's 2 more off to the sides, which they're optional. I mean, of course, but they're not a bad idea to try to take on. 1, because of the souls, and 2, because of the lag, and 2, because of the rewards that they can give you and the items that you have near them. There, I finally got the visible attack on that guy. Okay, so yeah, when you break somebody's guard, you can run up to them. You can, in fact, do pretty much a post-ish like thing, and deal really increased damage. So this Lothric Knight chases you pretty much down to the boss room. So if you can draw him all the way down here, you can get him away from the other knight and kind of isolate, destroy. Oh man, so I need to get away because my stamina's gone. Ooh, man, that was bad. I dodged right into that. But right from 5S's was, right? So he didn't drop anything, but he gave me a ton of souls, which is pretty much the benefit of that. You just want to equip souls. So you notice, which you probably didn't because I didn't emphasize it really all that much, but in the little merchant lady's inventory, buying collection thing, she had a key that cost 20,000 souls. And if anybody remembers, keys that cost 20,000 souls, like the Crest of Artorias, or I don't know the second one, but like the Crest of Artorias, give you something in return. So we need to save up 20,000 souls at some point and go and buy that key off of her. So once we're able to get that, we'll see whatever it unlocks and see if there's any rewards for that. So here is a very special individual. Looks like he's just killed all those guys, which isn't really fair. They look like they're kind of on his team. Oh, great. But he's got freaking red eyes, so this can't be good at all. Yeah, he's pretty much deadly. Wow. He interrupted my interruption of his... He interrupted my backstab, which is awful. I hate that they're capable of doing that. Like, he doesn't stagger at all. there was this thing called stagger, and he just ate it. He kind of just chomped it, and then decided to digest it somewhere else. So he's a lot stronger than the other Lothric Knights. Not really damage output wise, but he just tends to have a lot more hit combos, and he just has a lot more health. Oh my gosh. Like, seriously, this is insane. No. Oh my word. This is awful. What? Thank you. Whew. Man. I was scared to death there. Seriously. Pretty much. But yeah, so he gives you a fine gem after you kill him, which is one of the infuse items that you can use. So we could use that at Andre to infuse one of our items. If we have the proper coals anyways. So yeah, he takes coals just as he did in the first game, and enables you to infuse different things on your weapons. Oh, I mean, we say this game is optimized, but I don't know, it doesn't seem to run that fluently on my computer. I might upgrade at some point, but it works well enough to play through in a decent way. So yeah, I'm going to teleport to the end of the settlement. Now that we've got our eyes on the 20,000 soul key, I'm probably not going to level up again until I can get that key. So I'm just going to run through with a bunch of souls and hopefully not die. Especially now that I've got some semblance of armor on. Whatever these pants are that I'm not wearing. They'll work eventually. Oh great. So these guys, I love doing the little running up on thing. It works very well actually. If you just kind of get them down to your level, and just do that, you can stun them and then take them out, and it's rather easy. However, if you miss, it's kind of frustrating because they kind of hit quickly. I don't know, it's kind of odd. Their timing is like perfect for being annoying. There's a little guy right there. These little guys are the most annoying things in the world, in my opinion anyways. And they drop down from ceilings all over this area, so you really need to be careful of where you're under. And items, you need to be careful about grabbing them, because there'll be a ton of those guys around items. And so this thing, you can chop down and pick it up once you go down there. That item is rather important, so you should probably try to get it down, or get it wherever you really go. But, so there's one guy there, one guy over there, and then there's one guy there. So, be careful about how you take on this place. If you take it on by sneaking on the edges, you can actually avoid triggering any of their encounters before you get up close to them. So, this guy triggers really far away, but the rest of them you can isolate and pretty much take out. So they give you charcoal pine bundles, which is actually rather helpful. Fire deals a lot of damage in this game, so if you can deal a ton of fire damage to them, then you'll be useful. Here, found the item that we chopped down, is Loretta's bone, which if you remember is what the Grey Rat asked for, and so turns out she's dead. Which is kind of sad. Oh great, see? Look at that. The reach is like weird. You kind of stumble forward into their attacks, and so they'll not be there, but then they will be there. It's kind of weird. You're like, oh, that attack's not gonna reach me, right? But then it does. You kind of wonder why. And their explanation is just like, yeah, see, like you just kind of stumbled forward into that attack. I mean, yeah, I should have dodged, but it's just kind of a weird way of doing that. So here we're kind of introduced to our, this thing. They're called evangelists. Oh, really? So this, that's a grab. You don't want to be anywhere close within a, like, uh, 180 degrees like round of her. You don't want to be hugging her when she does a grab, and you don't want to be you don't really want to be like directly in front of her far away too, because that grab like launches her forward. You'll see. Then jumps forward a little bit. There's also one of her things that's like racing around where that she shoots something. So you want to be careful that you know the difference. She'll pretty much do the shooting thing when you're farther away, and the other thing when you're up close. So it's kind of easy to tell. But just watch out for which one's which. And the shooting thing you can pretty much easily dodge, but the other thing you need to be careful for, because if you get grabbed, you're pretty much dead. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're dead. Especially with as much health as you do now. Her other attacks are just like mace attacks, which don't really end up doing that much damage, but they will bleed you to death if you're not careful too. So this guy's way down here, the little most irritating point ever. You have this guy up here, which you can't just pick out. These guys one at a time aren't really that bad. They definitely drop a ton of firebombs, so that's really helpful. Coming up here, you'll see that there's a whole other area. This place is really large. I think they did a really good job deciding which places should be made huge. Because they made the first couple areas rather large, and I like that. It adds a whole depth to it that it didn't really have. Like, the game kind of draws you in with the depth in the first couple areas. And then the rest of it, I mean, they can go easy on. They don't, really. The level design kind of is just amazing in this game. I love it. But, say what you will, I mean, it's... The way they do it early on is really good for keeping you, like, attached to the game. Because you get drawn in by the really cool like, oh, hey, even more cool levels, and so it tends to just attract the level design. I find it rather great. I guess it will find the length of these kids' picture frames aggravating. It's like super long. Okay, so this is your first encounter with one of these things. Pretty much the greatsword little thugs. Backstab them, walk away. You might try to attack, but you're gonna miss. Like, they have the weirdest hit detection. I just end up like waiting and just circling on backstabbing twice. It's really not worth anything else. So once you open this place, though, you'll find that you can encounter. You run into this giant freaking area with a tower over there, some guys over there. Caudicus round shield right there. And then you'll see this little hole in the wall. You'll be like, oh, that's cool. How do I get down there? Oh, I drop off this bridge. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna drop off this bridge. It's pretty much the only way to do things in this game, is to just drop off the bridges. So once we attempt to light this bonfire, but fail miserably because this dude's right here, we can kill him and then light this bonfire. Which gives us yet another shortcut to areas that we might want to go. So this is called the Cliff Underside Bonfire, given by its obvious location, which is under the side of the cliff. I mean, I'm not sure how more elaborate of a name we could have given this thing, but I think that fits it rather well. You know, it's under the cliff, and so just call it the Cliff Underside, and it works. Names, schmames, man, just go with whatever fits. No more elaborate names for things. I just want to, this entire area, instead of being called Undead Settlement, I just want it to be called houses and roofs. Like, it'll work 100% of the time. So there's a little cage over there, right? Should go check out what's in that cage. There might be some Big Hat Logan or something. Oh great. Wow, I actually got my guard broken. Which actually happens a lot in this game. They will break your guard if you're not careful. Or if you're just like holding your shield up all the time. They will destroy.
Aha, welcome to my abode. A crow in his cage, as you see now. But here we are, an encounter for the ages. I hear the unkindled
make for fine vessels. Care to learn some pyromancies from this old man?
So, why not, right? I mean, can't really have anything go wrong when learning pyromancies. There's no chance of blowing yourself up with fire.
Ha! Most wise. A chance encounter should not be squandered. To reiterate, I am Cornix of the Great Swamp. The pleasure is mine.
So now that he's done the whole bippity-boppity-boo back to Firelink Shrine, or whatever the witches and wizards do, apparate or whatever, I think that's what it is in Harry Potter anyways. So he's gone back to Firelink Shrine, so we could go back there and pyromancy, but I just continue on because there tends to not be anything immediate about learning pyromancies. So, however, there is something that you should probably try to do the first time you come through here. But I think we're out of time for today, so I'm gonna end it right here, guys. I will see you guys in the next episode. Take life easy.